today I'm going to show you how to do a pool inspection. The very first thing is the control panel. This right here is the brains of the whole entire pool. It has all the features in it, has the electrical breakers in it. It also has all of the other controls to not only run the filter, but your heating system and any water features that you may have. Okay, now we have covered a control panel. This is actually the pool filter area. So in this particular pool, we have two major components. We have the pool filter itself, and then we have the pool heater. Let me show you a couple things about the pool heater. It's fired by natural gas. As you can hear, the unit's running, looks fine, it's nice and clean. Has a control panel up here, and I put my hand over the top. We've got good hot air coming out here. So the only other thing we do is we take this control panel off right here. We look inside to see if there's any rust, corrosion, maybe little critters have built nests in there. Okay, now that we've covered the Gandy pool heater, let's move on to the filter. So the filter itself, here again, all sealed unit. We're looking for any kind of leaks, any kind of cracks, things of that nature. We're making sure that the gauge is working. Obviously, this is a sealed unit, so we can't comment or take anything apart to see what it looks like inside this pool filter. We're also looking at the skimmer component to make sure that it's not blocked up. All of the adjacent piping with the system. The very most important item on every pool, which there are several, but this is probably the most important one, is what's called the pool bond or ground. Every piece of equipment, this motor has a ground wire that runs to it, and then it leaves there and it comes up to the heater over on this side. So every piece of equipment in the pool area, or the pool filter area, is grounded, and that's a must-have for every pool. So there's a few things that we always look for here. Obviously, any kind of safety features. If you have diving boards, if you have handrails, all of those items get looked at and reviewed. One of the most important things around the pool area itself is, you see this border that goes all the way around the pool, that's called the coping edge. Well, on the back side of this coping edge, there's this joint right here, okay? That joint is very important. You need to make sure that you got a good seal all the way around. We want to check how much water is coming out, and we also want to check the vacuum on the other end of the pool. So you have two outlets. There's one here on this particular pool, and there's one on the other side. There's also one here that's in the middle, so you want to check all three of those. Now on this end of the pool, we have the skimmer. We pull these out, and we reach down in here and make sure that we have a fair amount of suction going into that skimmer. So all the water from the pool comes in here, goes to the filter, comes back from the filter, and it gets returned at the other end of the pool. The other thing is this top edge right here. So we're looking to make sure that that's all in good shape. That's really about it for swimming pools. They, most of the times the problems that we find are bad suction. We find that a lot. We find broken wires on the pool bond itself, and then just the overall conditions of the pool. You have to make sure that you have a good quality fence all the way around the entire pool area, so animals and children and other folks can't wander into the pool area and fall into the pool. So one of the big components that we look at with these fences is these spring-loaded gates. So when I open this up and let it go, the gate should be able to close all the way and latch by itself.